Well, hello again. All right, for our next project, we're going to need a wine glass. No, we're not going to be drinking. All right, here we go. Let's find a glass. Oh, wrong cupboard. And let's see here. One with maybe a slightly larger opening. This has a good enough opening, but we want it a bit deeper. And perfect. All right, so we have just enough of an opening, and this one would hold the right amount of liquid, and you'll see in a few moments. All right, we'll set that to one side, and now we're going to get our next item from the refrigerator. So I'll dive in now, and I'll be with you shortly. So here's the wine glass. And I'll put that to one side, and now we're going to get any kind of small round item will do. I happen to have a small tomato, and we'll pick a little firm one right here, and I want to try and get it with the I'm going to go get a pair of scissors. And the reason I want to keep this little green piece on the top is because I'm hoping to try and get that in the shot. There we are. There. All right. We're all set. And I'm going to set up some of this down. I'm going to put this, I will put this glass on a little wooden board to hold it stable. I'll put some of this black craft paper down just so it's to cover some of this water in case it splashes, and then that'll help with the kind of an anti-reflective property. See, I've already put my black poster board back here, right there, and we've got my camera already set up facing the board. So we'll line everything up, and then I'll show you the camera settings in a moment. So just give me a second, I'll get everything set up and get the glass filled with water, and I'll show you, I'll walk you through the steps and the camera settings. All right, so I've got this set to manual. So we're going to set up my settings. Let's see, we're going to go with ISO 400. Don't want to go any higher than that if I can help it. Keep the noise down. F5.6, keep it fairly sharp. And on a fairly fast shutter speed. I'm going to go with 1000. That will stop the action. There we are. Now you can see it's dark there, but we're going to light up the scene. So I'm going to just move my video here, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to light the scene. Alright, so on the right hand side I've got this lamp that I use for my bicycle, and I'm going to diffuse it with just a basic coffee filter like so. And I'm going to put this up here, and that's going to light the right hand side slightly to the rear of the light. I don't want it on the front because I don't want the front side to be lit up. Alright, so that's that. And then I'm going to light up I have a light over here on the left hand side of the glass. I'm going to go ahead and get that light turned on. I've got a diffuser on that one as well. Let's get a book. Alright, we'll drop my light. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to close my window blinds. I want the room dark, and I just want the glass lit up. I'm also going to make sure that my shutter is not on timer but on continuous shooting, which it is now. So because I only have one set of hands, my left hand will be on the shutter just gently. It's on a sturdy tripod, and I'll start hitting the shutter as I let go of the tomato, and they'll be capturing a lot of frames, and because it's high speed it will freeze the action as the tomato goes into the water, and if I let it go at a high up in the air, we should get a splash as it goes in. So let's give it a try. And close the blinds. And turn out the other light here. Alright. And hopefully I can get this green facing forward. Sometimes I have to do several tries. And right, here we go. And let's fish that out. Now we do one more run just to be on the safe side. Hold up a bit higher. Oop, and we missed. That's fun. Oh, we got a good splash on that one. All right. Oh dear. All right, we'll take a look at those, shall we? Well, as you can see, with that fast shutter speed, we were able to freeze the action and get some good splash photography there. I think that was very successful. As you saw, we don't need a lot of fancy equipment. I think they came out rather well. We just need a bit of poster board, but really anything dark behind the wine glass. Just remember, keep a little bit of distance from the glass to whatever dark background that you have, and then you can use actually some black cloth underneath the glass, but just make sure it's on a sturdy base so it's not rocking around. I just had to use some of this craft paper. And then with the lights, ordinarily this particular technique calls for flash, but I purposely did not use flash because I wanted to show that we don't need a lot of expensive equipment, because I realize that not everyone has flash available. I designed this project to demonstrate that we don't have to use flash. Just make sure that you put your camera in manual mode, dial up the shutter speed to at least, well, I used, I think if my memory serves it, about 1,000. Try and keep the ISO not too high, we don't want to get a lot of noise in there. And you're going to have to play around with those settings a little bit to get the result that you want, because you know every lighting situation is different. So experiment, that's the name of the game. Preferably, if you're not going to use flash, get lights either side and just play around with your settings. This is a very bright light that I use on my bicycle, so I diffused it so it wasn't too harsh, and I used a coffee filter. So until next time, stay home, stay safe. Cheers. Maybe not.